Okay, how about now? There we go. Okay, that's better. No, Windows updated last night to the creators build. And that apparently borked my audio setting. Oh no. Really? Okay, so it looks like we're having the ever so fun realm disconnect issue. And yes, this time though, I put the thing down. I made sure over there was not muted. Still muted. Because apparently that's the Tasel way. That's the Tasel way. Okay, while we wait for this to come back up here. Oh no, thanks, Zach. Yeah, I can see the bar moving. Probably should have checked that before. Always assume that Microsoft's gonna mess something up when it does an update. Always check your settings. Okay, before we get into everything else here, just a couple of the normal things to go over. If you are interested in joining my home realm or learning more about it, you can find us down below there at the77combine.com. There's a whole bunch of different video streamers out there on YouTube, on Twitch, on Mixer, on Omelet Arcade. I think those are the main ones that we're currently on. You can find all those at the77combine.com/videos. You can also find us and a whole bunch of other really awesome realms, everything from creative realms to survival realms with command blocks and realms that allow duping and don't allow duping, and basically, if you play Minecraft, you're going to find a realm here that probably fits the way you play. Check that Discord group out over there. That's discord.gg/km9mgxp. The capitals do matter. Make sure that you put them in right, otherwise it's going to say the link doesn't work. So make sure the capitals are there and the lowercases are lowercases. And the numbers, those are numbers too. You can also find... that still says Minecon Earth. Well, you know what? It's kind of about Minecon Earth. No, let's change that name. Because we're not playing on the Minecon Earth realm right now. We are playing on the 77th Combine. That'll be the 77th Combine. There we go. Okay, we're back at the 77th Combine. Excellent. Music in the background is brought to us by twitch.tv/monstercat. You can find them over there. You can also find them at their website, live.monstercat.com, or just monstercat.com if you want to learn more about their stuff. Okay, we are streaming over on 3 different places. We are streaming on Twitch, we are streaming on Mixer, we are streaming on YouTube. Find all those locations out. I'm mixer.com/Tasel, and that's going to become important here in a little bit of our conversation. Also, you can find me at, if you're on Twitch, well, you're already there, but twitch.tv/JRTasel. And then YouTube is a really, really long URL. Hopefully you found me somehow, because I don't have 100 subscribers yet. You can't have a custom name till then. So how am I doing? I'm doing wonderfully. I have some wine here that I'm enjoying, which I am being very, very dangerous and mixing it with redstone. See all the redstone? It's not redstone. It's actually Starburst. But I was at Minecon today, Minecon Earth, and they were calling these redstone. They had a whole bunch of different stuff. You may have seen some of the stuff that I posted over at Twitch. If you followed me, you got the alerts. If you didn't, head over there and you can see what a Microsoft's launch party for this sort of con looks like. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I got a hat for free. Got a giant Minecon Earth party thing for Microsoft. What else did I get? Oh, and this giant... Oh, that's... You know, I'm going to have to turn off the chroma key on this. Uno momento, por favor. Settings, show background. Yes, okay. So this thing here, a giant poster size thing. So that's kind of cool. So that's all the different stuff that they were handing out. They also had a whole bunch of prizes. which I thought were prizes, but apparently they were just showing that you could buy them. They did give away, however, that poster. These hats were on there. They also had 2 items. One they raffled off, which was a giant creeper game thing, as well as a Xbox controller. The Xbox controller wasn't a raffle; it was a contest for Spleef, which we don't have yet on PE or in Windows 10, but the Xbox people do. I thought you had to do a green screen to do that. No, so I have a fancy camera, and I got it by accident, kind of. Little tangent. I went to go pick up because I was using my Mac camera for a while, and I'm like, okay, so I'm doing it on the PC. The PC has a lot better horsepower, so I could do the higher graphics and everything else. But I didn't have a camera for it, so I needed a camera. So I went to Best Buy. I was going to get the C9 Logitech C920, which is like $50 or $60, something like that. And right next to it was the C922 for $10 more. So I'm like, okay, well, what's this? And it turns out it has this masking cutout. So as you see, sometimes it cuts out weird. It tries to figure out the shape of the human, silhouette and mask it out. And you can do all sorts of weird things like, let's see here. Let's move that back. I can actually choose a background if I wanted. So I could do that. And you can also pay for the pro version, but this is just the free software that comes with it in a brick wall, so you can get it like, I prefer not having, anything there, just because it looks a little cleaner. Because I was always jealous of monkeys, because I used to, if you watch my old Facecam stuff, you would see the Mickey Mouse, thing in the background and a whole bunch of other things. So I got that for $10 more, and they rang it up, and it's like, okay, well, this is $99. And I went, well, I'll probably still get it because it does have all this neat features. And it is a higher, better quality camera. And for people who were watching the stream on Discord, this camera's microphones could pick up things on the other side of the house. I had to mute it because it was coming through Discord. It wasn't coming through the stream, but because this was the only thing for the stream. But people on Discord could pick it up, and they could hear whispers on the other side of the house. So it's a really, really good camera. So if you are looking for a standalone camera, I highly recommend the C922. It's a 1080p. I'm only streaming 720, but ooh, it's a nice camera. But anyway, so what were we talking about? We were talking about Minecon, Earth. All that stuff. The Realm's got to be up by now, right? Let's see here. Realm, are you back up? Are you back? We need a brick wall night and do one layer stream. No, that's a terrible idea. Oh, is that a terrible idea? Okay, good, we're back. Yay. I need to eat something because my hunger. So yeah, they had a contest for Spleef, and they had about twice as many people as they were expecting, it sounds like. So it was a little chaotic, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be working on this here while we talk about all the things that happened at this. Oops. Really? There we go. Just took a couple of hits. Okay, so this is the area that I'm working on here on the 77 Combined. So as you see, here is the length of the 2 roads for this little village I'm making. You can kind of get an idea here how big it is. We're going to have a little bit of stuff outside that range. For instance, the walls are going to be about 3 blocks wide or so. Oh, we need to clean that area up. So we're going to have like some fishing area over here and maybe a fishing area or docks or something on this side, since this is more the ocean side of things. Yeah, so we'll make this into like a shipyard or something like that. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna be working on this area. We're gonna be cleaning this up. We're gonna be filling in areas. You know, these holes, for instance. Try to get a little bit more leveled out. A little bit. So I mean, we don't want it completely flat because that's gonna be kind of boring. Um, but I would like it to be at least a little bit more uniform when we start building. It's gonna come in handy quite a bit. So let's get into what. Gosh darn it! Who? What? It's got to be an Enderman or something. Maybe I'll replace this later with the stone brick design that we normally do. Okay, so as I'm cleaning this stuff out here, we had a couple different things going on at Minecon this year. The first was, well, let's say the structure of the show. The structure of the show was, it was a con video. It wasn't necessarily great. So for those people that have never seen con videos before and sketches and the writing and oh hello giant hole, well that's we'll have to deal with that. It was pretty much on par with most of your stuff. I expect quite a bit more from some companies and quite a bit less from others. Anyone who's not Apple, basically, or you know, actually, I think it's just Apple at this point. Their writing and everything else tends to be a little bit more tight, a little bit on point, a little more, well, a little less comedy, shall we say? Whereas your standard con stuff is, well, it's con stuff. Okay, let me bring this chat over here so I can see what you guys are saying a little bit easier. I'm glad. Yes, we'll get to the C stuff here in a bit. So that part was pretty much on par with what I expected from this thing. I was expecting a little bit more information about different stuff, but you know, it's not like a Nintendo or a Sony or even a Blizzard where they have multiple games. So they're telling you about oh, here's everything about this game, and now here's everything about this game. So they only have Minecraft to talk about, which, I mean, we love this game. Obviously, you're watching the stream, so a no Minecraft app. I've been deceived by the title. Oh, does the title still say? Oh, let me fetch that. Let's see here. Here we go to restream.io. Yes. Let's fix the titles. We fix the titles. We say Tasel live from the 77th Combine. Helps if you spell from F-R-O-M-E or F-R-O-M, not boop. There we go. Fix. Thank you, Jack, for fixing that. Yeah, I might do that a little bit later. I wanted this to be more talky, and since I need to clear out a lot of stuff here and fill in a bunch of stuff still, I thought this was a better. Really, another one? Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace that. Thought this made a little bit more sense. Doop doop. There we go. Okay, so that was the structure. There's not really too much to say there. Again, if this was your first con video, congratulations! You now know what it's like to experience these things. So let's see. Let's take on the mob update. So all this week, if you've been watching my streams, we've been talking about the different mobs as they've come out. So we had the voting. Mob A, ironically, as we'll discover here in a bit, was the first one out of contention. I had said that I didn't think that mob made any sense because there was no reason to go into the ocean. Yeah. Well, we know how that turns out. So there's that. Gosh, I've already repaired my pick, or my shovel, my spoon, quite a bit of times. So Mob A was the first one out, followed by Mob D. That was another. I think majority of people agreed that we were already terrified enough of the the Nether. We didn't need more things in the Nether to scare us. Okay, gunpowder actually goes over there. Do I have anything else I can get rid of? Yeah, I can get rid of like half of my arrows. Oh, and I don't need... Oh, I really should combine those. We'll get to that. I'm breaking 2, flame 1, punch 1, punch 2, punch 2. I'm breaking 3. Okay, so that really just would make that I'm breaking 3, so we can use that to repair it later. So that was that, and then it came down to mobs B and C, which honestly either one I was going to be happy with. And it turned out that mob B won out. And the rest of them are going to be gone forever, and we'll never, ever, ever, ever see them ever again. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. You are disappointed. Hey, what? We don't want a disappointed cat. Okay, let's put that there for now. Let's just pick up all the stuff because I'm sure we're gonna need it. Doop doop doo doop doo. Go regular hay instead of pirate sheep. Oh. Oop. So we are getting the Night Terror flying beast of whatever. So that means it's supposed to attack players who have not slept. Now, I'm not sure if that means that you haven't made it to a bed, or if that means... oh, I hear a witch. Where are you? Witch, witch, witch. I don't see the... Oh, there's a baby! Oh, no. So they pick up this stuff. Okay, I hear the witch again. Where is the witch? Anyone see a witch? Anyone? Okay, you over there. Good. I don't know where that noise is coming from. It makes me nervous. I don't like it. I do not like. I want to kill the witch, not be attacked by the witch. Anyway, so I'm not sure how that's going to work in terms of realms. No, Mob C did not win. Mob B won. So we are getting the flying one. The enchanter was Mob. Oh, there's another baby. Nope. Nope. Okay. Mob B was the flying one. Mob C was the enchanter. The Great Hungerer. The Great Hungerer would have been great for new technical builds. You know, enchanting table setups and things. The ability to add and remove enchantments sounded really cool, really interesting. But the idea that if you don't sleep, you could be attacked by these flying winged somethings is terrifying. And apparently they attack in groups on top of everything else. You know, just to make it more interesting there. Happy and sad. Yes, you can't have everything. So there was that. Next up, we found out. I'm just trying to go along with when they started showing these different things. They also gave us a little bit of a preview of Mixer. Now, last night after me getting very frustrated with Minecon Earth Map and the water physics, which, again, ironic given today's announcements. Not ironic. Coincidental? Coincidental. Let's go with coincidental. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so given the announcements, I stopped playing that, and I took a little breather, and I watched to see who else was streaming right then and there. And I saw that Tango and Impulse were streaming, so I hopped over on their streams over at Mixer.com, and they were playing the new Minecraft Windows 10 beta with the buttons in Mixer. And apparently they did this last week as well. where you could use the sparkle bling stuff. Hey, you. No. Where you could use. Oh, and I'm not picking up anything. Okay, back to deliver stuff here. Java's getting different slabs and button types. Oh, Java's getting the buttons too. Nice. They were playing the Windows 10 edition. Um, wow. Leveling this out is definitely giving me lots of the blocks, which, you know what, I'm okay with. Now let's put gravel there, put that there. Okay, we are good. It was probably the funniest thing I'd ever seen. So they had 8 buttons. One was regen, so you could help regen their health, which they desperately needed. One of them was a super jump. I gotta watch my shovel so I don't lose it because it just burns through it. Hey, it is the Jack. Hello, the Jack. How you doing? And Jack is attacking mobs. Okay. So they one was a super jump, like it would jump, not just like jump, it would jump that it would propel them. Oh, it had to have been 30, 40. Oh dear, there goes my contact. There we go, all better, I think. 30, 40 feet in blocks in the air. And then one of them was zoom, where they got speed like 30 or something ridiculous. So their smallest motions would just zip them off. They also had one where it created exploding bats. So and you can choose how many crystals each of these things cost. So like the exploding bats were 1,000 crystals. Most of them were 500. The bigger ones were lower amounts. But it would have a bat appear near a player, and then once the bat got close enough to the player, it would explode because they use a command block, because anything you could do with a command block you could do with these buttons. They spawned in where the bat was a end crystal and made it explode. They also had charge creeper. Every charge creeper within so many blocks of the player would be hit by lightning. They just had a whole bunch of different stuff. And it had to have been the funniest thing I had ever seen. If you have time, go check it out. It's I think it was called Our World, or Take Control of Our World, or something like that. You can watch either of them. And then they made the mistake. They have zoom. They have jump. They decide to go to the nether to get blaze rods. Now, luckily, apparently last week they had some buttons that gave them a lot of totems, so they didn't die right away. But yeah, you can imagine it was inevitable. One person spent like 50,000 crystal points or whatever, bling or oh, my thing's getting into the red. Okay, let's just pick up this stuff here. We may have to go grinding a bit. Yeah, it just picked me right back up. It was great. Yeah, my shovel. Oh, my shovel. I've had to repair the shovel quite a number of times on this project so far. And I didn't even do the majority of this. Yo did a lot of it. Okay, so let's break that. Oh, that's weird. Usually you don't get dirt underneath. Okay, I still hear that witch. I don't know where the witch is. Um, um, so yeah, the mixer thing is going to be quite nice, especially when it's going to be integrated into iOS and Android. So you're just going to be able to stream directly from your application, which I know Monkey is going to love, as well as a lot of the other streamers. It doesn't mean they're going to have to switch off of YouTube, though, if they want to take advantage of that, because they're not going to have YouTube built in. They're just going to have... what's going on here? So where's another cobble path, or is it overworld? To Acacia? No, Arabica, I mean. Take old stairs down from Nether. Okay, you know what? That's just dirt. Okay, I will. Well, you can't. You're not in the realm. So yeah, Mixer is going to be quite interesting. I think we're going to see a lot of people on Mixer going forward for Minecraft, just because of that integration and those buttons that we're going to get. Definitely is going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. Right now, I do stream to all three using replay. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. I might still do the same thing and just have some of the buttons over there so people can still watch, and if they are interested in, doing the fancy things, they can head over to there. You were talking about Mixer. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so I obviously don't have any buttons right now. I'm not playing the beta or anything like that. Okay, yeah, this is getting nice and flat. So I'm gonna flatten this here. I'm gonna have to do something about this. You know what? For now, I'm just gonna fill this in, and we shall deal with it later. There we go. Aha. See, this is why we need as much of this dirt saved as possible. Okay. Okay, so that was Mixer. There wasn't too much going on there. They showcased a little bit of it, but really you need to see it in a real because they had like this weird pig commercial thing that I got, but it was just strange. But definitely check out Tango and Impulse's streams to really get an idea of what that's like. Okay, so moving on to the next thing here. Let's see, the Mixer. I think after that, we probably want to talk about. Let's see, was there anything else before? Oh, they did their cosplay stuff. The winner this year was the Witherstorm, a kid from Australia, I think. I think it was Australia. Won. Him and his dad. His dad dressed up as Jesse, and he dressed up as the Witherstorm, which was quite amusing. Very amazing, detailed sort of stuff. The people who do cosplay or do those elaborate costumes are just quite amazing. There were a couple other runners up. The person who did the magma cube from last year was helping the people and bringing them on and off stage, so that was kind of nice. Yeah, it was interesting. Do I fill this in? Do I have enough dirt to fill this in? Because it almost looks like we should do something like well, not you. You go away. Bring that over. Flatten this. Maybe bring up some of that down there. Because ideally, I don't want more than a 2 block difference between the middle and the outside area. It's a biggish project. Luckily, this time I actually have people helping. I mean, I had probably the last time I did a big project where I had people helping was Bitter and not Bitter. At the time, Agent 99 and Spike. Mobby won your happy heist. Super Tyler, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we were talking about that a little earlier. Yeah, wine plus sugar. Probably not smart. Probably not smart. Okay, so cosplay, very cool things going on there. Someone even did the dragon itself, Jean. Gosh darn. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to replace these because there's just that's too frustrating. Okay, so let's get to what we really want to talk about. Because I know what everyone really wants to talk about. Everyone really wants to talk about the song and dance number at the end. No, everyone wants to talk about the aquatic update. Oh, Jack's back. What happened? Was there more cosplay last? Well, keep in mind, last year there was an actual convention. So there was a whole parade of things. Of different people, and then they narrowed it down, and then as it went on this year, since there was no convention, it didn't make sense for people to dress up and go to it, and then they would pick people out. So instead they had people submit the pictures of their Minecraft costumes, and they decided from that who they were going to award first place, second place, third place. Will the water update go to Wii U? Eventually, yes. So this is going to be affecting not just Better Together, which the Wii U is part of. They're not technically cross-platform Better Together yet. I think they're still behind, along with, I think, the Apple TV. I think the Apple TV is behind as well. But eventually it will come to that. It will also be coming to the Java edition. The Java edition will also be getting this. So, it's a jack. It's a jack. Oh, he's not in a box. So eventually it's going to come out. That'll probably be the 1.3 update. They said soon. We all know how soon happens, especially since they said, hey, here is the Super Duper Pack. And yeah, that's not coming out this fall like they had hoped. It's going to be coming out for next year. If you look at all the pre-orders, they all say something like May 8th or March 8th, one of those things. You're too thrilled with the PS4. The PS4, unfortunately, still has the old version. They're locked to their own sort of place. Redstone. Not brought to you by Redstone. Especially today, because there's, well, we don't even have buildings. So nothing there at the moment. And while the I need to eat. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Okay. Dirt. Nope. Dirt. Okay. During the whole Super Duper Pack, I noticed that there was a fish in there. And I was trying to figure out, I'm like, but there are no fish that swim around. But everything else in here seems to be, pretty much dead on to what the Super Duper Pack was going to be showing us. So how is it showing us fish? So I'm like, we were having, on the 77th, we have a chat just for this event. And I posted, is that a fish? Did you guys see a fish? I saw a fish. There was a fish swimming. Guys, there was a fish over and over again. Oh, you know what I can do over here? I can do. Hmm. I could. Hmm. I'll figure this out. Um. Let's see here. Will textures change to Minecraft? Supposedly there are updates coming to the texture pack, but they didn't talk about that in this at all. They didn't talk about it at all. Where am I? I'm getting lost. I'm getting lost. It's a big flat area. I'm getting lost. Um, wow, I forgot how far over this goes. Okay, so this is 0, right? Yeah, so that's 0. So 1, 2. Let's do. Let's make this the layer down here. There we go. So yeah, I was saying like, oh, there's all these fish and there's a fish in the water. There's a fish in the water. There's a fish in the water. Everyone else saw there was a fish in the water, right? um, so sure enough, later on, hey, we're having fish. And we're having a lot more than just fish. That's for sure. We are getting Okay, so let's work our way back here. No, they did not talk about any Minecraft movie. So let's talk about the mobs. So first off, we are getting fish. So every fish that's in the game currently will become an actual swimming fish. So that means your clownfish, your salmon, your I guess they're just called fish as well. All that stuff is coming to the game. And I see you, Mister. Oh, you're ignoring me? Okay, that's fine. So all those are coming to fish. We're also getting additional fishes. So one of the fish that Jeb was talking about, don't forget, they didn't talk about that. At least not that I heard about. So they were talking about a tropical fish, which will be part of the new biomes because, well, we'll get into that in a bit. So there's going to be new tropical fish, and there's going to be other fish too. The Jeb didn't get into what fish there were, but there definitely are going to be new fish. Then there were also talked about, yes, they talked about an Adventure Time cartoon episode, which I'm sure if you're a fan of both Minecraft and that, but meh. They also talked about the coding thing, and if you go to it's like Microsoft.com/hour of code or something like that, you'll see that. I actually did it. It's kind of cute, but it's really geared towards people that are more younger, definitely younger. The probably the preteen area. Although if you don't know anything about coding, it might be a good place to visualize when you start. But back to the aquatic update here. Oh, I thought I felt something come by. Come here. Haha. I kill you. Kill you. Okay, so mobs. So we got a whole bunch of new fish, including new fish we don't even know about yet. We also have dolphins. Dolphins are going to be around, and they're going to be able to jump out of water. They're going to be able to lead players to treasure, which will be kind of nice. So that'll be very, very cool. And one of the things that they're going to bring us to the new treasure is sunken shipwrecks. So, as I was saying earlier, one of the things I was really afraid of was the fact that. Do I have a torch? I do. Let's put a torch down here because I know I'm not going to fill this whole area in. Oh dear. Not what I wanted. There we go. Get out of the hole. Okay, we'll just do this 2 layers deep. Might end up being more than 2 layers once we fill this in, but for now, 2 layers. Ah, seriously? Gosh darn it. Yes, I'll be getting to everything. If I asked, did I miss anything? You can definitely fill in the blanks, but I'll be getting to everything, hopefully. Okay, so what were we talking about? We were talking about the new items. So there's going to be shipwrecks, sunken ships down at the bottom of the ocean, and my guess is that there's going to be treasure chests down there because I mean they're supposed to be shipping and pirate ships and stuff like that. So they'll probably have tons of good loot, probably gold, diamonds, emeralds, probably. Maybe even a couple special items still to be announced. And it's raining. Wonderful. Okay, what level was I at? You know what? This is a big enough area. Jack, let's leave it at this level for now. Oops. Gosh, golly. There. So there's going to be a whole bunch of things now to actually go see. We're also getting new biomes. So we are going to be getting warm biomes and cold biomes. So the cold biomes are going to have icebergs in them. And then we are also going to get... we're going to be getting warm biomes, which will have coral blocks. It looks like there's going to be slabs as well as full coral blocks, which will be nice. We're going to have new vegetation, so we'll have seaweed down there now, which will be quite nice. So there'll actually be kind of cool things down there. We're also, in addition to all this, getting new weapons. So one of the new weapons is it's basically a boomerang. It doesn't look like a boomerang. It's called the Trident. But what that allows us to do, it's a throwing weapon. Now, you can probably also use it as a stabbing weapon, just like, technically I could walk up to this guy here and go whack, 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 whack. But its primary purpose is going to be to be a... okay, come here. A throwing weapon. So you can throw it, and it will attack and break the guy. Now, the other neat thing is there's going to be some new special enchantments you can use on some of these objects. So, for instance, on the Trident, you can add loyalty. Now, loyalty will bring back a object when you lose it. So if you throw a weapon, it'll do what it does. It'll land, and then it'll fling its way back to you. So that's why I said it's kind of like a boomerang. But it doesn't have to be a boomerang. It can be... I actually voted for Mob C. I was happy with Mob B or Mob C, and Mob B made it, so that's good. Although now with all these ocean updates, I kind of... yeah, I'm always thinking of an Atlantis base. I was thinking the same thing. Like, okay, so when we reset, and because we're going to need to reset in order for us to really gain advantage of these new ocean biomes and stuff, I'm guessing. We're gonna need... I'm gonna need to make an underwater base, I think. Yeah. So, well, with glass and everything else, like Sea Base Alpha. Boop, 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 boop. So again, that's not the only enchantments. There are two other enchantment. There is I want to say one was it called Ramrod or something like that. It's like some impaler enchantment. Um, and then there's also a gust one, which supposedly is going to propel you through the water. Um, Now, when Jeb was being interviewed, he also mentioned that it's not just going to be underwater that's going to be useful. So it sounds like if it's raining, like this, you'd be able to use it to propel yourself up into the air, and then if you had Elytra, obviously, you could continue flying. So that would actually make flying during the rain a little bit easier. You wouldn't have to use rockets, which would be very nice. Um, and who knows what else that those objects will be able to be added to. Um, I mean, a lot of the weapons wouldn't really benefit. So, like, I can't imagine having loyalty on a sword. I mean, maybe you could put loyalty on a sword if you accident. Hey, buddy. Bye bye. If you accidentally lost it, maybe it would come back to you. I'm not sure how useful necessarily that would be, or even what that would do in if you died. Like, would it find you? Would it go? Oh, I need to travel all the way back to spawn. Um, so that would be kind of interesting to see how that all works out. I use fireworks and it kills me flying in the. That's because you shouldn't be using fireworks. You should be using rockets. So, for instance, that's a firework rocket, not a firework. Fireworks explode. Rockets do not. Where is... Uh-oh. Okay, well, I'm either going to hit a wall or I'm going to hit a road. If I hit a road, then, okay, road. Okay, my stuff's over here. Excellent. But I'm not sure exactly how useful anything else would be, unfortunately, with these enchantments. The ram one might work for a sword. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Oh, this is here. I'll have to make it look more natural eventually. Okay, so we got new blocks, we got new biomes, we got new mobs. There's also, I think it might have been Jack, pointed out, or maybe it was Zach. Someone pointed out that in one of the images, they showed a mob, and it did not look like a dolphin. So we're thinking maybe we're gonna get sharks, which would be kind of neat too, because having all these biomes and not having a hostile mob in them is kind of. We need something, which again is funny that we didn't get Mob A. Granted, I know they couldn't tell us, hey, by the way, we're getting all this new stuff. That might change your vote. But it's still kind of, yeah. It is what it is. Okay, so let's see. What else? What else? Let's put more grass in our hotbar. Wow, it's amazing how much dirt you end up using when filling stuff in. Especially considering this place is 200 by 200 blocks. Yeah, it's pretty big, pretty big. Let's see. There was there's new servers. Does anyone remember what the new server that's joining the group is, like Hive or something? Do you remember what it is, Rose? No? Okay. So there's what's that, dear? Because that's your handle, my dear. That is what you go by online, is Rose. The Dark Rose. My daughter is playing, unfortunately, Roblox because I need to image her Mac to have boot camp so she can she can play the Windows 10 games on it. Doop, doop. There we go. Yeah, they have the right code base, but apparently there are some limitations. I'm guessing Nintendo has some stuff that they're still trying to work out with Mojang. It's probably all just licensing at this point, I'd imagine. Road this way. So we got some new servers. Unfortunately, no new servers for us. It would be lovely if we could actually have servers. But that is probably a bit of ways away. Okay, I need to make this a little bit more natural. Okay. There we go. That looks better. And again, this is all subject to change. Depending on once we start getting the buildings in place and such. But for now, I wanted at least a solid base for us to start work on. Yeah, that looks better. Because, I mean, if I can make this area here as flat as possible, and the middle here is going to go out. Tasel, you sure? You're now on my big screen. Woohoo! Big time, baby. I was watching Pushkin and Zach on the big screen last weekend. For those that are in the chat, those are other Realm members here on the 77 that do stream. So check them out. Again, if you go right down here, right there, the 77combined.com, you'll find all the people who stream from our realm on the page, the 77combined.com/videos. And if you go, you can find it if you go to World Showcase and then videos. I need to redo the website. I definitely want to redo the website, but it's a little ways off. You'll also find there, right in the middle of the front page, is the big Contact About Us page link, which comes to our forum if you are interested in joining the 77 Combined. Just be forewarned, we are a bit of a strict realm, both in terms of what we do and also in terms of our application process. So it's not the easiest thing to get into, but it's definitely worth it if you can make it. Also, if you are looking for something a little less strict, a little bit more on the creative side, or something with command blocks, definitely check out. The Discord link right over there, discord.gg/km9. I almost have this down, KM9MGXP. Make sure the capitals are correct, because otherwise it's going to say it's a bad link. It's not a bad link. Trust me, we've had tons and tons and tons of people go to it. It does not expire. So definitely check that out, both the 77 and all the other realms that are there. And if you are interested in joining any of those, check the info button for their channels, and you'll see how to apply. And of course, in the background, we are brought to, the music is brought to us by MonsterCat. That's monstercat.com or live.monstercat.com, and it is being supplied specifically by Twitch at twitch.tv/monstercat. Okay, so we're back to filling here. Let's see, what else did we miss? There wasn't a lot of content. If you're just looking for the beefier parts of Minecon, you can probably just skip to the end of the stream. Really, it's the last 10 minutes or so when Jeb shows up. That's when they announce the new mob. That's when they announce the new. Hello, Mrs. Tasel. That's my coat. She's stealing my coat. Taking the puppers out again. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so the last 10 minutes or so, what? Oh. She's like, what? So really, if you just, it was a 90-minute long stream. There was a lot of just con stuff, fluff, and things. Small talk and other stuff that really you don't need to see. It is what it is. No, usually I don't do the stone. I think I am doing the stone here. There we go. Oh, right, I need to figure out what I'm doing over here. Like the actor Batman. Yes, Will Arnett. Will Arnett was the, I'm Batman. When he talks like this, and the voice gets really deep, and he likes lobster for dinner. He slipped into that every so often. Did they have the actor of Batman there? They had Will Arnett there. Yes, Will Arnett was the the co-host of this episode, this season of the Minecon 2016. Okay, I really need to figure out what I'm still figuring out over here. Okay, so let's see. What am I missing? Anything? What do you think? Did I miss anything? You weren't even listening, were you? She's oh no. Oh. I got distracted. One hit kill. Yep, we talked about the coral. We talked about the new mobs. We talked about the seaweed. Oh, so there are a couple new things about the new biomes. So one of the bubble columns. Yes, coral can be in full or half slabs. So that means we're gonna have a lot of new building opportunities, which is nice. But one of the things is buoyancy. So they're going to completely change how water works. On like 3 or 4 different levels. So, and this is going to completely change the way redstone is done, and a lot of the builds are done, and a lot of the other things. Basically anything that involves water is going to change. So for the first off is if you put down water right now, and you put a fence post or you put a I see you. Ow. That's right. I hit you in the face. Ooh, 3 hits. Oh, look at you, Mr. Fancy, with all your shields and all your armors and stuff. See, normally they just go down with 1 hit. Okay, so there's tons of different water and other stuff that's changing. The first is if you put down a fence, put water next to it, water doesn't go through the fence, which, if you think about it, makes absolutely no sense. There's giant holes, the water's this tall, and the water can just flow through it. So in the new water physics update, the water will flow through fences, it'll throw around gates, it'll flow around pressure plates and ladders, and basically anything that you would think, like, I don't understand how that water is not going there. It will now flow over it instead of just washing it away, which is very cool. That means we're going to get all sorts of neat things. Tasel. Yes, please. Sorry. So the water is going to be moving around and just changing and probably breaking a lot of builds. So we're going to have to figure out how all this works. We're going to experience a lot of stuff in the future here with the snapshots and the betas to figure out how all that works. We don't know. But basically anything right now that holds back water, that probably shouldn't be holding back water, will stay in place, but the water will be washed over. Will water go through torches? Water already goes through torches. Water will go through a torch and wash it away. My guess is anything that water washes away is still going to wash away. So I don't think anything's going to change there. You can also pick up a fish in water with a bucket. So if you want to make an aquarium, and fish are going to be classified as ambient mobs, like bats are. You know, they're there and then they despawn. Cows. I know cows aren't ambient mobs. What other ambient mobs are there? There's I think bats might be the only ambient mob. Something that's a temporary mob that goes away. Technically, all hostile mobs are ambient mobs as well. Um, boop, boop. I really should be holding my shovel when doing that because that should be healing. Although I have full armor on, so that's not going to work. Nope. Oh, what's the level I got? Oh, she's got a leaf. That's fine. She can have a leaf. So anything that water washes over will still be there. Oh no, I already moved past it. So fish, you'll be able to pick up fish and put them in an aquarium. It'll turn them from an ambient mob to a mob. Hey, it'll turn it from an ambient mob over to a regular mob, like a cow or a chicken, or anything along those. Where's the Oh, where's the portal? Oh. Let's see. The portal is this way. So just a second here, guys. Let me assist Jack into getting over to the portal. We are dancing. No Christmas music yet. Tasel, Christmas music is for after Thanksgiving, not for before Thanksgiving. You can have all the Christmas music as... No, Christmas time is not now. It is not always Christmas time. My thinking is the Christmas season starts when... Who shot that? Gonna try and lighting a charged creeper again. Sweet, nice. Yay. Some things are healing. Yay. Okay. Okay, so we were talking about the mobs. Oh dear, I looked at him. Hello. Aha. Thank you for your food. Okay, so the fish will go and become normal, and I hit you in the face. Really, you survived that? Wow, that's weird. They didn't say one way or the other about fish breeding. But you'll be able to collect the different fish and put them in your aquarium. So I'm sure there's going to be an achievement. You've collected all the fish, or something along those lines. And I'm sure there's going to be groupings of fish and other stuff along those lines. Did I ever set my spawn? That is too far away. I should probably set my spawn here. That way, in case I die, I will come back here instead of back at my house. Okay. Okay, so we did that. Water. Okay, so there's also going to be naturally occurring magma cubes now in the overworld. And they're going to change the way items work in water. So they're already changing the base way items work in water. The way that they're going to make it is items are going to be floating instead of sinking. So right now, if you drop something in water, it sinks to the bottom, which honestly I think makes more sense. But man, what do I know? That was my portal. Haha, at least it's being used now. Oh. Then why did you ask? Lol. So, oh, I need... how do I have so many... Where did all these bows come from? Skeletons are just giving me bows, I guess. Okay, let's combine some of these. So items are going to now float, which again, for most items, is kind of weird that that's the case. Really? What the heck was that about? I just came to get sand, then went back into. Oh, gotcha. Okay, ooh, you have an enchanted bow. What sort of enchantment do you have? Can I kill you fast enough? Ah. Oh, I did get it. Unbreaking and power. Okay, I have a nice, wonderful looting. Depends on size. Wood should float. Cobble and stone. Yeah, different items should have different properties. And maybe they'll do that. I mean, this stuff is still kind of in flux. But magma cubes in water will change again how items work. So if you throw something in a bubble column, because there's bubbles there, there's less water to push you up, so it'll let it sink. And if you're in a boat, it will pull the boat under, have a possibility of pulling the boat under as well. So that's kind of interesting. Where should this go? Oh wow, we have just tons of stuff. Tons of stuff. Let's make some good bows out of this. Okay, so there's a good bow. And no, I should probably make this one a good bow. There we go, 2 good bows, and we'll start working on repairing that bow as well. Seeds, flowers. We don't need that or that. That can go, that can go, that can go. Okay, this stuff we'll just get rid of. Let it despawn. And put those there. Okay. And that there. And why are these seeds not... Okay, you know what? I'll get rid of those too. Did I miss anything? Dilemma, pickles, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the sand area probably will be a shipyard. Fishing area on other side by river. Okay. Oh, hello, Beta. Magma blocks, not cubes. Yes, sorry, magma blocks will be underground and pull you down into the area. Can I give the trident fire aspect? I don't know. I know as much as you know if you watch the stream. I can translate what the stream had, but I don't have any additional information, unfortunately. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Water, water, water. I thought there was 4 water things I was thinking of. Okay, water physics change. Water density changes. Water and fish, the mob can go in and out. Maybe that's it for the water. Will there be an E3 in the spring? There's always an E3 in the spring. Actually, isn't it usually... No, it is in the spring. Yeah. Okay. You have a lot of questions, Super Tyler. Which is good. It's good to be inquisitive, but you also need to learn patience. Oh! No. I mentioned dolphins. You weren't here. We definitely talked about the dolphins already. Okay. Oh, how did I miss that? Actually, I probably didn't miss that. I don't think I cleared out this area. I cleared out this over here. Oh, maybe I did that one then, because it's kind of close. And of course, that's the one I need. But of course. So yeah, that was basically Minecon Earth this year. Um, Definitely going to get an interesting update with the aquatic update. I had heard rumor that the combat system was going to change, but I didn't hear anything about that, or maybe I just missed it. Uh, any of you guys? The mob texture. Yes. All of the textures, except for the new ones. So, concrete dust, or powder rather, um, terracotta, are going to get slight tweaks. That wasn't announced at the Minecon Earth stream at all. That's been something that was confirmed earlier. Um, Everything's getting a slight tweak. Horses, for instance, that's already part of the new beta. The nose is more blocky. The legs are more in line with all the other mobs. If you look at most of the mobs, you'll see that they have, um, they're just very blocky because, well, it's Minecraft. I'm sure someone is going to come out with a classic Minecraft mob. Our old mob's going to change. If you mean the texture pack, yes. Do you mean drops and other stuff? No, that stuff is still pretty much set in stone at this point. So we don't have to worry about any of that happening. Yeah, this I like having a silk pick. It's gonna make making things like that wall so much better. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see. What else? Guys that have been listening in the chat here, have I missed anything? What the heck are you doing here? Just two random blocks? No, no, no. We will not have that. Debating. Idea is nothing 2 blocks lower than the middle or 2 blocks higher, but want the slope and areas to look natural. So don't want completely flat. Actually, Kat, are you watching the stream? I don't know. You've missed so much of the stream. What's it gonna be? So, well, we're just clearing this stuff out. We haven't really talked too much about this here. We've been talking about the Minecon that happened today and all the fun, interesting things that happened. Okay. Anything else, my darling, my little one? Anything else that you can think of? You remind me of the magma cubes or blocks. Yeah, she says. That's what you get from a 10-year-old. Yeah. Yeah, you weren't paying attention. You were playing Minecraft and talking with your new friend that you met there. Whistle, whistle. Yes. There are add-ons for the 4 new mobs. There are add-ons for the 4 new mobs. I didn't see anything about add-ons for the new mobs. Add-ons for Minecraft mobs. No, I'm not seeing any information about add-ons. Seaweed coral aquariums. Yep, we talked about all those already. Someone got here late. So, you know what you did. What the heck is going on over here? What the? I think where it goes way down might build up the walls and towers a bit. So outside is higher, but inside is more flat. Okay, let's. Do I have how much inventory. I don't have that much stuff here. Hey, you're lucky I'm here at all. What can we doing? Pokemon. Yes, everyone's been talking about the Pokemons yesterday. You're going to make a zoo in the spring. That is a wonderful thing. One of the people in our realm is making Zach. He's one of the streamers. You can check him out again at the77combined.com/videos. You can check out his channel, and he is doing a arc that he's building. He's going to try to get all the different animals that are currently in the realm on there. So that should be interesting. Okay. You know what? Let me take some of this. Let's start some of the basic stuff, shall we? Okay. So if we take this and we turn most of this, that should be enough, and we'll put the rest back. Boop, 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 boop. We were nice enough to move the Pokemon chatter to private chat room. I was fine with the Pokemon chat stuff. I just couldn't do more than smile and nod and go, okay, yeah. Sounds like a thing. Nope, come back here. Okay, I'm just bringing up my spreadsheet here to figure out, why are you not scrolling? Go now. Seriously, why are you not scrolling? Okay, let me minimize you. Let me take this. Really? You're just not interacting at all. Come on, computer. Oh, I should probably be somewhere safe-ish. Not that this is really safe-ish, but especially with skellies. Here, I'll hide in a hole. There, I'm safe. Okay, so what we are doing is this. We have. I don't have any placing blocks, do I? Now I have some placing blocks. Not a lot of placing blocks, but I have some placing blocks. No. Yeah, that's right. You go away. What? I don't understand. I hit it with a bone so it walked away. Is that a thing? You whack it on the head with a bone and it goes, nope, okay, nope. Not gonna do that. What's going on here? Wait. Coffee City. Come back, computer. Why are you being so mean? Nope. Ooh, hello, Mr. Creeper. Are you coming to the party? Look, it's a party for your face. Haha. I slap you in the face. Oh, and we have a little friend over here. Hello. I jumped over you. Okay. We kill some more people. We kill you in the face. Kill you in the face. Okay, let me reload this. Yeah. Time for a lovely, delicious wine break. Seriously, I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, let's try reloading this completely. Take a quick look around, make sure no one's trying to kill me. Because they do that sometimes. Okay, let's open Arabica. bum, 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 bum. Come here, Mr. Squirrel. Or Squirrel. Mr. Sheep. Come here. We need to name this guy. Name the little sheepy. There's got to be a way to like, permanently get him on my shoulder. I was doing a pretty good job walking around with him, but... Okay, so... Wait, I think I got turned around. Where is... Is this over here? Yes, okay, so... That is going to be... Wow, it really doesn't like doing this. Boop. I have to have my Mac out just to... There we go. Boop. Sheep down! Sheep down! Okay, so just to start getting a little bit of idea here. We go out 2 from here. Okay, so technically, that's the wall, right? Yeah, that's the wall. Actually, technically, I should be eating. Nom, 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 nom. And I should also probably bring up the chat window again so I could see what's going on. What all you lovely people are saying. There we are. Operation Sheep Rescue, yes. You can probably still get him at the targets. He's the turquoise sheep. Ray is a good name for the new mob. When I hear Ray, though, I think ocean. They did say it was kind of built around that, but... Yes, a manta ray-like creature. So, I mean, it definitely has homage to that. Okay, so let us get started on this. So, here is the beginning of this thing. And it is a standard sort of circle, which I've done many times, because I like my circles. Because, you know, Minecraft is a game of circles. No, because I like making it as difficult as possible for me. Is really how that boils down. Okay, so what I did 2 there, so 2 there. See, really, I just need the space to get this down. Okay, she'll probably get the rest of that. I do love circles. I don't know why. I don't know what it is with me and circles, but I love circles in this game. So much so that I pretty much have it down how to do most circles by heart. The basic ones. Any ones that are like ridiculously large. Like for instance, you guys watched me make the end hub. That was a big circle. I had to redo that. I don't know how many times. But doop 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 doop. Okay, I need to make sure my shovel does not die here. Oh, nope. Speaking of not dying. Oh, dear. Oh, that's what I have to say to that. Babies. Babies tried to attack you. That one tried to attack me with shovels. That's just a no-no. Okay. So I need to start working on that over there. Not the babies. No, the babies are evil. Okay, so but I think unless you guys can think of anything else, I think that might do it for this stream. Right? That's pretty much everything that happened at Minecon. At least everything that's coming to mind. And we've been streaming for about an hour and a half, so I mean this isn't a normal full-on stream here. This was just, hey, we have a whole bunch of work here to do. Uh-oh. Oh no. So and we had a whole bunch to talk about because there was a lot of stuff that happened today. Oh, I'm attacking with a pick. That's not what I went to do. So yeah. Unless you guys can think of anything else. That and fluff, lame fluff. Yes, a lot of lame fluff. We won't get into the lame fluff. There was plenty of lame fluff. More bugs inside spider. No. You don't want too many. Like you want mobs to make sense. So, friends, they're adding a whole bunch of stuff here because we're getting the ocean update. So that makes sense. But just having mobs added, if you have too many at once, it messes up the way the game works. You don't want that either. So, okay, so we will end the live stream here. If you are interested in this realm, this is the 77 Combine. Take a look right down there. Go to the77combine.com, and you will find out more information about this lovely realm. You can also find the 77 realm along with a whole bunch of other realms over at that Discord link right over there. You can check them out at discord.gg/km. What is it? It's too small. I can't see. Cannot see. KM9MGXP. Capitals do matter. Hey, Miss Grumpy Cat. And I'm having help from the coffees at the Arabica place. Oof. Well, you know that's going to have to go there anyway. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here, but we will see. You can find 77 Combine along with a whole bunch of other realms there that for your entertainment and options to join and play with other interesting characters. Music in the background has been brought to you by MonsterCat. That's at twitch.tv/MonsterCat, or you can find it at their website at monstercat.com, or just live.monstercat.com. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any additional information, be sure to leave them down in the comments. I read each of my comments and try to respond to them if possible. Yeah. And for Sheepy and the rest of us here at the 77 Combined, we hope you enjoy your Minecrafting. Bye.